The courtroom was silent, yet the weight of a lifetime hung in the air. A single USB drive, small enough to fit in the palm of a hand, held the power to either erase or preserve decades of cherished memories. Would justice prevail, or would greed and indifference crush everything in its path? Before we dive into this powerful story, let us know. Where are you watching from? Share in the comments below. And if you believe truth and justice will always triumph, type 1. If you think power still dominates, type 2. Welcome to Timeless Stories, a channel dedicated to stories of resilience, courage, and the unbreakable human spirit. If you're ready to be inspired, hit that subscribe button and become part of our community. Now let's get into the story. Before the sun had fully claimed the sky over Peace County, a gentle mist draped the landscape in a quiet serenity. Nestled amid rolling hills was Tranquil Haven, a modest patch of earth that had been much more than a piece of land to Keanu Reeves. Here, every weathered stone, every blooming flower, told a story of family gatherings, shared laughter, and whispered dreams. For decades, Tranquil Haven had been Keanu's sanctuary. It was a place where the warmth of his childhood lingered in every corner, where the memories of soft lullabies, heartfelt conversations, and the simple joys of life were woven into the fabric of the land. In this haven, he found solace from the chaos of the world, a peaceful refuge that nurtured both body and soul. Yet beneath the surface of this idyllic setting, a threat was looming, a threat born not of nature, but of human ambition. The tranquility of Tranquil Haven was shattered when Victor Steele, a ruthless entrepreneur with a relentless hunger for profit, set his sights on the land. To Victor, this cherished property was nothing more than a strategic asset, a means to fuel his relentless expansion. Under the banner of progress, his corporation, Steel Industries, began to encroach on the sacred grounds that had been so carefully preserved over the years. As heavy machinery roared to life and bulldozers rumbled in, the pristine beauty of Tranquil Haven was marred by scars of modernity. Where once there was laughter and whispered memories, the sound of construction and the scent of dust replaced the peaceful cadence of nature. For Keanu Reeves, the invasion was not simply a legal dispute, it was a deep personal betrayal. The land that cradled his most precious memories was being desecrated by cold corporate ambition. Every tree, every flower now seemed to plead for protection, as if they too remembered the love and life that had once flourished there. In the quiet hours of the night, Keanu would sit in his study surrounded by faded photographs, handwritten letters, and mementos of times past. He recalled the laughter of family dinners, the comforting embrace of his mother's words, and the serene afternoons spent under the dappled sunlight filtering through ancient trees. These recollections were not merely memories. They were the essence of his identity, the proof that life's most meaningful moments had once graced this land. Tranquil Haven was more than a physical space. It was a living testament to the enduring bonds of love and tradition, a sacred ground where every heartbeat had left its mark. The thought of these irreplaceable treasures being erased by corporate greed stirred in Keanu a determination that burned brighter than any fear. He knew that if he allowed Victor Steele's ambitions to prevail, the legacy of Tranquil Haven, the legacy of every joy, every tear, and every hope, would be lost forever. With this in mind, Keanu made a choice. He would fight to preserve his home and the memories that made it so precious. Determined to protect Tranquil Haven, Keanu Reeves embarked on a legal battle that was as much about safeguarding memories as it was about defending property rights. Though known to many as a celebrated actor, on this day, he became the steadfast guardian of a legacy that transcended fame. With nothing more than a deep belief in justice and a meticulously compiled collection of evidence, he prepared for the courtroom showdown. Late into many sleepless nights, Keanu gathered everything he could. High-resolution aerial photographs that captured the untouched beauty of his land, official documents verifying the original boundaries, and stacks of letters sent to Steel Industries, a testament to his desperate pleas for respect. Among these items was a small USB drive containing 2 sets of blueprints, one the true record of his property and the other a manipulated version meant to favor Victor Steele's ambitions. Every piece of evidence was a thread in the tapestry of his past, a reminder of why he could not let this injustice go unchallenged. It was a fight not just for land, but for the right to remember and honor every moment that had shaped his life. The day of reckoning arrived on a gray, overcast morning. The imposing steps of Peace County's courthouse were shrouded in mist, mirroring the uncertainty of the times. Inside the courtroom was a venerable chamber, where every tick of the ancient clock underscored the gravity of the moment. Here, under the watchful gaze of Judge Gordon, the fate of Tranquil Haven would be decided. Keanu Reeves chose to represent himself, standing alone at the plaintiff's table with a resolve that belied the enormity of the challenge. With calm and measured determination, he presented his case. One by one, he laid out the evidence. The contrasting photographs that showcased his land before and after the intrusion, the official correspondences that recorded his futile attempts to halt the construction, and finally the USB drive that encapsulated the truth of what had been done. Every word he spoke was laden with the weight of a lifetime of memories, a passionate declaration that the sanctity of home and heart must never be compromised. The courtroom fell silent as his testimony resonated with a power that even the most seasoned attorneys could not ignore. Midway through the proceedings, the testimony of Marcus Reed, a construction worker who had once been part of Steel Industries, shifted the atmosphere in the courtroom. In a voice trembling with both remorse and resolve, Marcus recounted how he had witnessed the alterations made to the blueprints. "I saw it with my own eyes," Marcus said softly, his gaze earnest and pained. "The original plans, which honored every inch of this land, were quietly revised to allow for more construction. It wasn't just about expanding a building, it was about erasing a legacy." His heartfelt confession struck a chord with everyone present. It was not only a piece of evidence, but a stirring reminder that every act of progress must be weighed against the cost of what is lost. Marcus's words evoked images of a land once full of life and whispered promises, now on the brink of being consumed by corporate greed. His testimony reaffirmed the notion that memories and the love they represent are irreplaceable treasures. After hours of impassioned arguments and a poignant display of evidence, the moment of truth finally arrived. With the courtroom hanging on his every word, Judge Gordon took his time before delivering the long-awaited verdict. Every heart in the room thumped with anticipation as the judge's eyes swept over the assembled crowd. "After careful consideration," Judge Gordon pronounced, "the jury finds in favor of Mr. Reeves." In that instant, a wave of relief and vindication swept over the courtroom. Keanu Reeves's determined stand had not only reclaimed his cherished Tranquil Haven, but also restored hope to an entire community. Outside, people embraced and celebrated the triumph of truth over greed. The victory was more than legal. It was the preservation of a legacy, a reaffirmation that love and memory could conquer even the most relentless forces of modern ambition. In the days that followed, the story of Keanu Reeves in Tranquil Haven became a powerful symbol of resilience and the enduring power of memory. Neighbors and strangers alike shared their own stories of loss and hope. At community gatherings, elders recalled days when bonds were strong and homes were sacred. Children listened wide-eyed, inspired by the courage of a man who had fought not only for a piece of land, but for the very soul of his community. Keanu's victory was a reminder that every act of bravery, no matter how small, can make a difference. It showed that preserving our past is as vital as building our future. His journey was a testament to the idea that true progress does not come at the expense of our memories, but rather it flourishes when we honor and protect them. As dusk settled over Peace County and the last light of day bathed Tranquil Haven in a soft glow, Keanu Reeves stood silently, taking in the sight of the land he had fought so hard to protect. In that quiet moment, he knew that the battle for justice was ongoing, a constant call for every individual to stand up for what matters most. Now his story serves as a beacon for all of us, a call to cherish our memories, defend our legacies, and never be afraid to challenge injustice. Every memory preserved is a victory for the human spirit, a reminder that our shared past shapes the future we build together. Thank you for joining us on this heartfelt journey with timeless stories. If Keanu's unwavering commitment to preserving what is dear to him has touched your heart, please share this story and subscribe to our channel. Let's spread the message that truth, love, and memory can triumph over all adversity. Remember, Your voice matters, and every courageous act contributes to a brighter tomorrow. Stay inspired, stand up for what you believe in, and keep the flame of hope burning brightly.